Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I love ordering mystery boxes online, unboxing them live on this channel, and coming back in a few months and giving you my actual results once I've had a chance to sell the stuff to find out if it actually was worth the investment. So today I'm doing an update for you on the Andie apparel box I ordered from Boutique by the Box back this past spring. So if you want to see how this one did for me, definitely stick around. So I have had tremendous success selling Andie swimwear. I didn't get any this year, but last summer I sold, oh my gosh, probably 500 swimsuits. I made a killing on Andie swimwear. And even though I did not get my hands on any swimwear this year, Boutique by the Box dropped this Andie apparel box just in time for spring and summer. The cost per piece was $5.60. So given my track record with the swimsuits, the timing, and the cost of goods, I really thought that this one was going to be one worth trying. So I did grab one. I will link the original video down below if you want to watch and see exactly what came in the box. But today I'm going to go over my results and show you what sold, how much it sold for, and I'll show you what I have left as well. And then at the very end, I'll give you my final numbers, how much money I made, and then if I would buy another one based on my actual results. So if you like reseller content, certainly consider subscribing to the channel. Anytime I get a new box, I will come on this channel and unbox it live and come back a few months later with the results. Hit that like button if you could. That definitely helps out the channel. And let me know down below if you ordered this and how you did with yours. And also, did you get a lot of the same stuff as me? I'm definitely interested to know if there were a lot of duplicates or if we all kind of got different stuff. So let me know down in the comments below. So this was a 40-piece box. I paid $224 for the box, which was $5.60 per piece. And I was able to list all 40 items, which is great. As of right now, I have sold 30 items and I have 10 items left. However, and I will link this down below too if you want to see, I recently did a 5 for $25 sale on Poshmark, and I made a video about how I did it too, which is what I'll link down below if you're interested in watching that one. A lot of this stuff sold during that 5 for $25 sale. It was a total of 20 of the items out of the 40 I sold for $5 a piece. So I listed everything, and then when it had been 4 months and getting close to the end of summer, I decided to add a lot of this stuff into the 5 for $25 sale because, spoiler alert, it just wasn't getting a ton of interest, and maybe I had priced it wrong or whatever, but or maybe people just weren't interested in it. It's hard to say. I just knew that I didn't really want it to be sitting around based on the lack of interest all winter, with feeling like it's probably not going to sell next spring if I couldn't get it to sell this summer. So that was sort of my rationale behind that. So I'm not going to show you all the items that sold for $5, but I'll show you everything that sold individually, and then I'll show you what I have left. And at the end, I will go over my exact numbers. So selling 20 things for $5, yes, I lost money on those. Technically I took a loss on those, but I made enough other sales that it is possible I still did okay on this one. Basically breaking even or a little bit less on a few things and then making profit on other things. So sometimes that's how it works out with mystery boxes. It's not the most ideal, but sometimes you do what you got to do. Oh, and another important thing to note, and probably because so many of these things sold on Poshmark in that sale, but almost everything sold on Poshmark. I have one Mercari sale. Everything else was sold on Poshmark. None of this stuff sold on eBay. So just something to keep in mind as well with this brand. I know when I did the swimsuits, they did pretty well on eBay as well as every other platform, but for some reason, this stuff only sold on Poshmark. So here is what sold that was not sold in the 5 for $25 sale. I had this Magdalena cotton gauze caftan. This I did lower to $10 in preparation for my 5 for $25 sale, and somebody bought it Actually, I lowered this to $9, sorry. So somebody bought this for $9. I had this button-up romper, and it was a size medium. This one sold in a bundle, not in my sale, not in my 5 for $25 sale, but in another bundle earlier in the month for $9.90 was the amount I got for this one. So I'm happy with that. This one would have ended up in that sale as well. Then there was the Rotan, I think that's how you say this, Roatan, the Rotan dress in white. This one sold for $17 by offer on Poshmark. It didn't sell until the beginning of August. I don't think I put this one in the sale, but I did lower the price quite a bit. And then finally, my Posher VA sent a 10% off with discounted shipping offer on something that I had already pretty deeply discounted. So I ended up with the $17 plus offer on that one. There were the crop pants in blue. These sold prior to the sale for $23 on Poshmark, again by offer. So my Posher VA sent out the offers on this one. Then there was the Kepez linen dress in pink. This one sold also on Poshmark in a bundle. This one, the amount that I got for it was $25. So not complaining. I was sad that this did not sell for more. It was a very nice dress, and it actually retailed very high, but I just didn't want it sitting around. I'm really trying to reduce my inventory. I just have too much stuff, and I'm not interested in letting summer stuff sit through the winter for the most part. So that was my rationale behind that one. And knowing that I only paid $5.60 per piece on this stuff made it a little bit easier to let it go. Then there was the maxi wrap dress in orange. This one was a size extra small. This one was the one and only Mercari sale, and it sold for $30.60 on Mercari, which has been an otherwise very slow platform over the summer. So, hey, I'm not complaining there. There was another maxi wrap dress in ivy green. This one was a Poshmark sale. This one sold in June by offer for $32. So not bad. Here's another Kepez, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. White linen dress. This one sold on Poshmark for $36. I had listed these, I got a few of the same kind of or similar style, and I had listed them like close to $100, or maybe even some of them a little bit over $100 because they retailed so high and because they were linen. I had really started aggressively price dropping things on Poshmark ahead of my 5 for $25 sale. This one I did not mark down all the way to go in the sale, but it looks like it did sell once I had the price reduced all the way down to $36, which again, I would rather take the $36 than have it sit over the winter. So I'm perfectly fine with that. And then the highest selling item in the box, this one was the Seric linen dress in blue floral. So another really, really high retail price dress. And this was actually the first thing to sell. I did have this listed over $100. At the end of May, this looks like it was probably right around Memorial Day weekend, somebody offered me $88 on Poshmark, which was less than I wanted. And I went ahead and accepted it anyway, just because, I mean, it's one of those, like, it's less than I want, but I definitely don't want it to sit, and I don't want zero, and I don't know if I'm going to get another offer like this. So my gut told me go ahead and accept it, and I'm glad I did, because nothing else in this box sold anywhere near that amount. So that's everything that sold. I was hoping those linen dresses would sell all like that, but unfortunately that's not how it worked out. Here is what I have left. I've got the short. These were just called the short in navy blue. These are a size small. I have another Seric linen dress. This one's a size extra large. I've got the crop pant in coconut. This one's a size small. I've got another button-up romper. This one's a size small. I have the Mindy Sarong in blue. This is a small medium. I actually have two of these. I have another Rotan dress in rosette. Beautiful dress. I don't get it. I don't get why these are not selling. This is gorgeous. There's the short in green ivy. That's still here as well. The wrap dress. Oh, actually, the short in green ivy I have 2 of, both in a size medium. And then I have the wrap dress in coconut. This is a size extra large. So that's everything that's still here. So let's talk about how this box did. And when I did the initial unboxing, I rated the box based on the ease of listing, quality of items, and overall profitability. From the very high 5, well, basically 5 out of 5, Holy Grail, best box ever, which is kind of what I was hoping on this one, if I'm being honest. You know, like tremendous profit, hard to match this, you know, it only happens every so often. Then there's, oh yeah, like really great box, not quite Holy Grail, but really still really great. Oh, okay, you know, just okay. Oh no, as in like, feel like I'm gonna have kind of a hard time with this one. And then of course there's dumpster fire. Either I can't sell any of this stuff or I've sold all I can and I'm still not even gonna break even or make any money on this at all. So let's go ahead and re-rate the box based on my actual results. If we're talking ease of listing, this stuff was really easy to list. I was very easily able to find stock photos and descriptions. You know, I had no problem with this one. And this is really what I like about new with tag first quality stuff that's not super old. It's really easy to list because you can find all of that stuff very quickly. So from a ease of listing perspective, oh yeah, for sure. Quality of items, also going to give it an oh yeah. This stuff was all new with tag. I don't have anything that was new without tag. So it all was new with tag. Everything was first quality, no flaws. I was able to list 40 out of 40. Again, absolutely what I would want in a first quality box. So definitely oh yeah, without question there. Profitability. So here's where it gets sticky with this one. So what did I say? I paid $224 for this entire box, 40 items I listed. My profit as of right now is $293. So I've actually only made $49 on the whole box. So I'm not in the hole. I do have some pieces left. But ideally, and so expectation with this one, given that the cost per piece was $5.60, so that's really low for new with tag stuff. And everything was first quality new with tag. I wanted to triple my money on this. I figured I could, given the brand, the MSRP, and the low cost of goods. I really expected that I was going to triple my money on this one, and once I sell everything off, if I do, I'm not even going to double. I'm not in the hole, but nobody wants to do all this work for $49. Nobody wants to work for free. This box was not profitable, unfortunately. And so for that reason, I am going to give it an oh no. Not a total dumpster fire. I didn't lose money. And on this one, all signs would have pointed to, yes, this is a good box. Unfortunately, it just was not. And maybe I could have let it sit a little longer. In hindsight, I guess maybe because I had such high expectations for the brand, in hindsight, maybe I would have started my prices a little lower to begin with, and maybe I would have had better luck. I'm overall disappointed with the profitability of this, despite the good quality and the low cost of goods. I really am disappointed. And my guess is that this was all just overstock, stuff that the brand made too much of that weren't really popular styles. And on top of that, all of us that ordered this, I suspect probably all got a lot of the same stuff, which made it more of a race to the bottom, unfortunately. So this one's getting an oh no overall. Would I order it again? Probably not. I would probably, again, I skipped a year on the swimwear. I didn't get any this year. But if I got my hands on the swimwear again, yes, I would probably order it. The apparel, just not popular for this brand. I had a hard time with this. So unfortunately, no, I would not order another one of these. But that's how mine went. Please tell me yours was better down below. Please tell me you had better luck. And what did you do to move this stuff? Because I definitely would love to know. Make sure you subscribe if you like videos like this. I love sharing with you my results, whether they're good or bad or indifferent, because I want it to help you in your own reseller business, make some decisions on what to source, what not to source. So definitely, I would love to see you again in a future video. Hit that like button on the way out. And that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.